Yo, what is up YouTube? Back with another video. Today, we are going to be talking about the New England Patriots. This is a team that lost Tom Brady last season, and the main question was Brady versus Belichick. Which player, which coach, who between these two people are going to be more successful? And I think we answered that question pretty easily. Tom Brady probably was the carry all along. Bill Belichick, bad coach. Or is he? Let's find out this year. So, the Patriots last year, I believe they won 7-9, did not make the playoffs because of Tom Brady leaving. That's all you got to say. But, their team, their offense was pretty bad last year. Not a lot of passing touchdowns, of course. Cam Newton, really bad passing touchdown stats. The receivers were absent. Not really any good players on offense. That's all you gotta say about that. So 2 seasons ago, the Patriots were known to be the best defense in the league. And last year, their defense, it got worse. So overall, this team had a downfall last year, but it wasn't that bad. Still went 7-9. Besides drafting Mac Jones with the 15th pick in the draft, the New England Patriots picked up a lot of depth in the offseason, especially on their offense, which is going to help them a lot, including Jonnu Smith at tight end, I think Nelson Aguilar at wide receiver, probably more. But, this team's going to be better offensively. There's no doubt about that. Let's look at their schedule. So, starting week 1, the New England Patriots host the Miami Dolphins. This is a recurring first week game for some reason. And, I think the Patriots have a decent team. Like I said, they weren't bad last year, but they also weren't good. They were in the middle. That's why they had the middle pick in the draft, number 15. So, Dolphins had a better record. Dolphins were a better team last year. Their defense in the offseason, I believe the Dolphins' defense got worse. But the real question is Tua good enough to carry? I don't think so. I think the Patriots get a win week 1. So week 2, the Patriots play at the New York Jets. A really bad team. And I think the Jets are, they're embarrassing. There's no doubt about that. And I don't see them winning this game. Nobody does. They have a really bad team. One of the worst in the league. What else is there to say about that? So week 3, they host the New Orleans Saints. So this is going to be a very interesting game. I think it is going to be one of their closest games win-wise, because I do think they have a really good chance of winning this. I think the Patriots start 3-0 and win this game. Why? Probably wondering that. Well, it is decently hard to win in New England at this point. Maybe Mac Jones is playing. If Mac Jones is playing this game starting, I believe Patriots probably will lose. I don't think it really matters to them anyway. But Cam Newton might be playing this game. If he is, I don't know what happens. But the thing about this game is that the Saints, they lost Drew Brees in the offseason. And overall, the Saints were just weird last year. They always have a good record, and they always lose in the playoffs. New England is a hard place to win, and I think the Patriots are somehow going to win this game. So, the following week, week 4, the Patriots have one of the best games of their fan base. They're playing their old carry, Tom Brady and Gronk. This is a home game against the Buccaneers. Or is it a home game? Realistically, this is a home game for the Buccaneers, even though it's in New England. I think Tom Brady wins this game by 50 points. Let's just put it at that. Many people are going to say this is the best game of the year. Why? The Patriots aren't even good. It's just a storyline the NFL creates to make it look good. But realistically, it's not going to be a good game. So week 5, Patriots play, in my opinion, the worst team in the league, the Texans. I believe at this point in time, Deshaun Watson is either sitting on the bench, refusing to play, or he's been traded from the team, or option C, he's not even in the NFL anymore. One of those 3. I don't think he's playing. Patriots, definitely better than the Texans. The Texans are actually garbage. easy win for the Patriots. So, week 6, this is a game that, many bandwagons are going to be watching this one. We got the Patriots versus the Cowboys. This game is in New England. It is one of those newly added 17th game of the year games against an NFC rival, since the Patriots are an AFC team. And that's the Cowboys. What are the odds of that? So, at this point, I honestly don't even know who's playing QB for the Patriots, because rookies tend to have a bad season. So, rookie QBs, I should say. And Cam Newton's not bad, but like what I said, he has passing touchdowns last year, abysmal stats. But you got to look at the depth that was added to this offense in the offseason. Maybe Cam Newton's playing. If he is, I believe the Patriots get to win. Why? I think the Cowboys and the Patriots are going to be the most overrated teams in the league next year. America's team versus the most bandwagon team in sports history. Storylines all over the place. The Patriots still win somehow. So the following week, they play at home against the New York Jets. The Jets are going to be getting better week by week. But, they're at rock bottom to start the season. So, getting better doesn't really mean they're going to be good. Jets, horrible. Patriots, easiest win of their season. So, the following week, they go on the road and play at the Los Angeles Chargers. So, this game happened last season, and it was the best game the Patriots played all year. They won that game by 40 points, and I believe the Chargers didn't score a point. You gotta wonder what was happening in that game. But you look at the Chargers and how they ended their season. I think the Chargers are going to be one of those, up-and-coming playoff teams. Just like how the Browns made the playoffs last year. Maybe the Chargers make the playoffs with Justin Herbert. An amazing team. The Chargers defense was injured last season, but it was pretty good the season before. I think the Chargers get the win at home and beat the Patriots to give them their second loss of the year. So the following week, they play at the Carolina Panthers. This is, if Cam Newton's playing, this is going to be a revenge game. And I honestly think the Patriots are better than the Panthers. Panthers really bad last year. One of the worst in the league. There's nothing really else to say but Panthers injuries. Panthers offense, it has so many talented players. McCaffrey, DJ Moore. They picked up a hungry Sam Darnold. And one of the Panthers players said he saw a light around Sam Darnold. I don't even know what that means. So, this is actually, in my opinion, going to be one of the closest wins. I already said that. But I think it's going to be the closest wins for the Patriots season. And I think the Panthers give them a fight. But the Patriots somehow come out with a win. So, the following week, the Patriots play the Browns. At this point in the season, the Patriots have a really good record, and they play probably their hardest competition of the year, the Browns. But this is a home game. I think the Browns are a really talented team. Many think they're Super Bowl contenders. That's a load of baloney. But I think the Browns are going to be really good. Are they going to beat the Patriots, a team they probably haven't beaten in 80 years? Honestly, I think this is going to be the best game for the Patriots all year. This is going to be the game that many people think they're going to lose, but they secretly and are planned to, probably by the NFL refs, going to win this game. But I'm not discounting the Browns. Many people already commenting down below, man, you underestimate the Browns, you hate the Browns, the Browns are 10 times better. But I just feel like it's one of those choke games for the Browns. Patriots somehow win. Somehow. And then the following week, they play at the Atlanta Falcons, a team they beat in the Super Bowl. And, two completely different teams. But, the Falcons, I think they are going to be one of the worst teams in the league next year, and the Patriots get the win on the road. Now, you're probably wondering, why do I have the Patriots with 2 losses and the rest of them wins up to this point? Well, if you look at their schedule, look how easy it is. Literally no hard teams except the Browns. That is embarrassing. So let's get into the hard part of the schedule. This is actually going to be pretty funny. So they host the Titans at home the following week after the Falcons. And I think the Titans are just going to be insane. Their offense is insane. And they got Julio Jones. There's just really no debating that. And I just think the Titans are actually going to destroy a lot of their competition next year. Titans are going to get an emphatic road win against the Patriots. Just like how they beat them in the wild card 2 seasons ago. Just one of those games the Titans are going to win. So that's a loss for the Patriots. The following week, they play at the Buffalo Bills. After losing to the Titans, it's pretty fitting to lose again. A lot of teams do. And the Bills, in my opinion, best team, probably second best team in the AFC behind the Chiefs. No debating that one. Bills insane. Give them the win. And after this Bills game, they have their first bye week of the year, or should I say only bye week, week 14. How unfortunate. That is a long time. Following week, after their bye week, they go on the road and play the Colts. A team I think have a chance to make a pretty solid playoff run. They made the playoffs last year. I think Carson Wentz is going to be the comeback player of the year. And the Patriots lose this game. And then they play the Bills once again at home. After losing 3 straight games, I think they lose again. I told you, their schedule up to this point is so easy. And then they start playing all these juggernaut teams. They lose at home against the Bills again. I just think it's fitting. The following week, they host the Jaguars. Okay, I'm not going to give them a loss here, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they did. After losing 4 straight, Trevor Lawrence, many people think Jaguars are a playoff team. Come on now. Patriots easy win week 17. And then week 18, their final game of the year, fittingly, they play the Miami Dolphins, just like every year that's ever existed. So I think the Miami Dolphins at this point are going to be 10 times better than they were from the start of the season. Tua is going to be playing a lot better. And the Patriots lose once again. I honestly think it's just fitting. So after looking at the schedule, the Patriots start 9-2 and finish 10-7. I just think it's going to be that kind of year. The thing is that we've actually seen this before. 2 years ago, the Patriots started 8-0, and then they finished the season 11-5, dropped to wild card, and they lost to the Titans in the playoffs. But that was with Tom Brady. No Tom Brady this year. Quarterback struggles for the Patriots. So 10-7 is my final record. And I think this is the best possible scenario for them. Probably no more, and probably going to be less than 10 wins this year. That's it. Thanks for watching. Adios.